Welcome to another episode, everyone. At Jefe, his life is in utter turmoil right now. For good or bad, better or worse, right or wrong, guilty or innocent, his life hangs in the balance. Meanwhile, a lot of individuals are on the internet speaking on the situation with Aunt Jefe, and not only speaking on it, but misleading the public, saying things that have no veracity. They are not doing their homework. They have put all sorts of bodies on this individual. I ran a couple of videos when the story first broke, letting my viewers know that Aunt Jefe had been arrested, just reporting the facts. But I refuse to get into the particulars of the situation. I was asked just yesterday, how come I have not been running the Aunt Jefe content? It's going viral. And it's understandable. As a content creator, your job really, if you are smart, is to look for viral moments, trending content, breaking news. Be the first to report it or one of the first, and then you will be the one to get the views because this is all new to the public. But in this situation, everyone is running the Aunt Jefe content. Not only are they running the content, again, they are totally mistaken in the things that they are saying. Now, far from me to knock a content creator for running his content. I can't tell anyone how to run their content, how to run their channel. I can only tell myself how to run mine. And I'm staying far away from the Aunt Jefe situation. Yes, I know that it's a big topic. It will get me views, especially right now. And if anything, or if anyone, as far as I am concerned, has a right to run the Aunt Jefe scenario, it would be me. Since I know him, he's done videos on me. I've done videos on him. This is more in my genre. This is more of my content. It would not be anything out of the ordinary, as it is for a lot of these YouTubers who are on here reporting it. Just yesterday, they were talking about building cars or cultivating flowers, how to garden. And now they're talking about, so this is what you call getting on the bandwagon. This is not normally your realm of content whatsoever. And now you've done 15 videos on Aunt Jefe, have never done one on him before, knew nothing about him. And now jumping on the situation is a bit crazy. Nevertheless, some would argue that that's part of being a content creator. It's trending, it's news. I know it's going to get me some views. Yeah, I'm going to speak on the situation. And we expect certain individuals to speak on it without restriction. But if you are a gang member, any member of the streets, if you live by any street code, for right or wrong, you can call it crazy for doing so. But if you do so, crazy or not, then you need to be careful with the content that you are running on this Aunt Jefe situation. Since I'm going to know more than some because I'm actually from LA and I am more privy to certain situations. Let's say I've gotten some information to cut to the chase, of course, about what really happened. But I'm certainly not going to report on it. That's not my job. That's not my business. And people are running the video. I've seen it where they're saying Aunt Jefe allegedly DP'd this individual and this happened, where he ended up with this case. The video was grainy, it's dark. I can't make out anyone. Someone else had said that video was from 10 years ago. So I don't know what it is. I don't know what the police haven't said anything. So who am I to get on here and say what that video indicates? I refuse to play it or be a part of it. Now, I'm not here to pat myself on the back. I've run content I'm sure that some people don't agree with and have said that I probably should not have said this and said that. You're running street content, gang politics, prison content, this sort of thing is going to happen. I'm very cautious with the content that I run, but I am not perfect. So I've run content as well. And again, even on Jefe in this situation, but not to exploit it, just to report that he had been arrested. I am a content creator, a journalist, if you will. I'm going to report that. That's breaking news. That's big news that he had been arrested for a murder. Well, yeah, people, and again, the fact that people are running content on it, and it's so many people, so many YouTubers I've never seen or heard of ever coming out of the woodwork with content on Jefe. I'm talking video after video after video after video after video. That man has to be sitting in there going through it. I've seen a video that Chill had done, 16 to Life. My guy, strong stand-up individual. Go check him out. And he was reacting to Whack 100's video, where Whack 100 was on at Jefe's head. I started to react to that video until I told myself, stay away from the at Jefe content, period. That's it. Just stay all the way away. Even though you have a right to report it, you can't report on some things without implicating him or being messy. Just reporting to my viewers the situation, updating them because people want to know. That's understandable. He's a public figure, content creator, popular individual, all of this. Arrested for something like this. This is breaking news. Yet people want to know. And there's nothing wrong with that. I want to know what's going on, man. What happened? How did it come to this? That's a natural curiosity for people who follow an individual who finds himself in this sort of dreadful scenario. So this is not to knock the public whatsoever who has a consumption or an appetite for this. I want to know as well the facts. I just think that some of the reporting, they're not reporting, most of it, in fact, they're not reporting the facts because they don't even know the facts. The stuff just happened. And that's where the problem comes in. That not that you're reporting on this. People want to know. You're a content creator. You're going to get views off of it. You know this. So that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to report on something like this. But just report the facts. And you don't have many right now. That's the problem. And Jefe, I'm sure, would be doing the same thing. If I got locked up for this same thing, and Jefe will be doing videos on it. There's no doubt in my mind. He's done videos on all sorts of stuff, dealing with the culture and dealing with the land. Some that some people have disagreed with. That's why him and Wack got into it. Wack felt like he shouldn't have been reporting on the Martin Luther King Jr. Day parade where the Bloods and the Crips or whatever had a little fight, a little melee. So there's no doubt that he will be reporting on this, maybe not in a messy way, but certainly bringing the public the information. So again, I think I would be within my rights to do the same thing. I'm just going to be careful with my reporting. I'm not reporting on it at all, actually. If something happens, something breaks, that's facts that I feel like the public wants to know that doesn't implicate him in anything. I'm not playing any videos of the murder. Saying he supposedly DP just doing he died and they playing the video everywhere. I don't want nothing to do with none of that. I'm not trying to solve the case. But again, everyone else do their own thing. So I just wanted to clear that up as to why I have not been running the Jefe content. I don't know what's going on with that situation. That man, other than, and some people, they're differing opinions to Aunt Jefe's situation. As Chill alluded to when he reacted, that's what the point I was getting to, 16 to Life, when he was reacting to Whack 100, who was eviscerating Aunt Jefe for being in a situation that he is in. And Chill said, some individuals are kicking Aunt Jefe while he is down. And But Chill said that people were saying in the comments to that video or some video that he had seen on the situation that, oh well, forget F at Jefe. If he did this, if he's guilty of this, unaliving this 51-year-old, and F him. We don't care, man. He unalived another brother because he still want to hang out in the street as recently as January and be involved in some gang activity that can lead to him getting life in prison, getting a death penalty or something. Man, F him, man. He ain't setting no good example. Ain't nobody having no mercy for him. Excuse me. This is what Chill said. 16 to life, that's his name, Chill. That's what he said that some individuals were saying. Of course, people are saying free and Jefe and wishing him well and supporting him. Someone asked me what his Cash App was. In my comments, I don't know what his Cash App is. But if you really want to help him and donate, I'm sure you can find that out. Go to his page, or his people going to post something, or Spotify said he was going to do a GoFundMe. This whole thing. So you have different opinions. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. But I'm going to challenge myself to come up with some other kind of content. It's not super easy. I'm not expecting my other sort of content to get any real views or anything right now, because everybody's going to go to the channels that's running the Jefe content. It's viral. I've seen channels getting views on this that never get views. I'm talking about getting big views. It's tempting. As a content creator, that's what you're after. So this is why everyone is getting involved. Putting his name in the title, putting his face on the thumbnail. I mean, I've seen so many. It is flooded with the Jefe content. And I just believe that when the smoke clears, when the dust settles and it's all said and done, some individuals are going to have to answer for some of their content. If nothing else, they're going to lose respect in many people's eyes. If nothing else, now, they may get on here and tell you they don't care about that. They don't care about nothing but what the checks say. They don't care about anyone's respect or what anyone has to say about them. They're here to make a living, make their content, and everyone's not going to like it. That's fine. I'm not in that boat. I'm not one of those individuals. I'm going to guard myself and my reputation with my life. I took too long to build it up, and for good reason. It got to where it's at for a reason, because I don't do foul stuff, and I'm going to keep it that way until I stop breathing. We say it's for life. Some of us really mean that. Until I'm dead. That's what I'm going to stand on. That's me. Again, content creators, I'm not coming after them. I run my content over here, all kinds of content. I can't tell nobody how to run their content. Can't nobody tell me how to run mine. I run all kinds of content over here. Every day. Some of it messy, in people's business, all of this stuff. So I can't be hypocritical and say that this individual is far out of pocket for the content that he or she is running. Again, this is just a precaution. That individuals need to be careful with how they are running the Jefe content. Not that you can't run it. There's a safe way to do it, where you're just actually reporting the facts. You're keeping your viewers updated on what's going on. You may feel like that's your responsibility as a content creator, to keep your viewers satisfied with the information that they want. Find out what your viewers want. You say your viewership wants to hear this Jefe content. Okay, you may feel like you have a responsibility to run that content then for your viewers, for your channel. Again, that's all understandable. I'm just saying, be careful with how you are running it. The things that you are saying on here can get an individual an extra case or further investigated for things that he had nothing to do with. I mean, they were pointing the finger at him for all sorts of scenarios. I don't even want to go over it. And individuals on the internet saying all kind of things. It's been crazy. So that's it. To answer the individual's question that asked me, how come I'm staying away from the Jefe content? That is why. I'm done with that. I was never on it. Even though he may be on it, if the shoe were on the other foot, I'm sure he would. Because this is about views for a lot of these people. They're just getting clicks, and they're getting those views, and they're getting those clicks from this Jefe content. That's fine. But as a man, if you are a man that stands on anything, then I suggest you be careful with the Jefe content. That's it. Be careful with what you're saying and how you are saying it if you expect to still have a modicum of respect when the smoke clears. It's not worth it. It's only going to be viral for another week or so. The rest of this week coming up, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. By Saturday, you're going to have to dig deep and come up with some other content anyway. That's worth people watching. You're not going to continue to feed yourself on the Jefe content. It's going to be viral for so long, like every other situation and any other situation that happens in the world. It has a life but for so long, and then people stop, and then people move on. When is the last time you heard about Gumby from Hoover? Gumby said that he's so big and he was so trendy that people can't stop talking about him, even though he's locked up. When he first got locked up, he was calling in saying this sort of stuff. And nobody made a video on Gumby in months. Haven't heard his name once. He's locked up. It's as if people have forgotten about him. I have not. I was thinking about that the other day. It's like people just move on to the next trending story. And Jefe's been going viral for a week or so, nearly a week. Got arrested Tuesday or something. Today is Sunday. Give it another good 4 or 5 days. It's going to at least die down. But people may still be trying to put videos out there to try so that it will not die down, because this is how they really making their money, getting new subscribers, getting views and all this right now with this topic. So they don't want it to end. So they may continue to push content out on this situation, even though there's nothing else to see here. We already know what happened. Now just got to wait for a trial, if there will be one. Wait to see if he bails out. Then that would be something to report on. The trial is going on, cover that maybe. He bailed out, he's out now. Maybe cover that, or Jefe is out. Something like that. That's breaking news that has to do with the case. He bailed out. But other than that, you're just going to be talking about the same stuff. This video, this place, this person's son, this DP, showing the video again and again. Nah, man. Challenge yourself to do better, people. You got to come up with some other content soon anyway. It's going to be over. So you need to start thinking now what you're going to do coming up by Saturday. Today is Sunday. By Saturday, it's over. I don't know what happened with Jefe. I don't know what's going on other than he's been arrested. As we all know, he's been arrested for a very serious crime. What they're saying is true, then he didn't even mean for it to happen. You end up fighting someone or beating up on someone. You don't expect them to die. That's how it happens. You don't expect people to die. I don't know what happened. I'm not even going to get into it. We'll see what happens with him as time goes on, I suppose. We'll see if he gets out. We'll see if he gets a life sentence. We'll see if he beats the case. People are interested, rightfully so. Been following him. He's been a person in your life for the last couple of years or something. It's okay to be interested in what's going on with his situation. There's nothing wrong with that. That's natural. It's just the way that it's being reported. I don't think these individuals are reporting facts. I don't think that it's accurate. And I think that it's all for content, that it's all for clicks. But someone's life hangs in the balance meanwhile. And again, some don't have mercy on that. Some are going to say that are listening to this now. So what? That his life hangs in the balance. So what? Nobody put him there. He did that himself. This is what some people have been saying. And then, of course, he has many supporters who are saying, man, he should not be in there. He didn't do this, or free and Jefe, or he didn't mean for this to happen, etc. He had his life on track and he was doing good. What have you? Then others saying, well, if he was doing good, why is he even over there in that situation with his homies being involved in anything like this? As I said, I don't want to get into it. You can consume it. It's everywhere. You can just turn on your TV and you're going to see about, turn on YouTube, you're going to see about Aunt Jefe. So if I'm not bringing you the information, you can certainly get it somewhere else. You've been getting it somewhere else. You're going to continue to get it somewhere else. That's okay. That's what you're supposed to. You're interested. I want to know what's going on. I'm keeping up with it myself, but just behind the scenes. I just don't want to bring it all to the internet. That's me. Again, he probably wouldn't do that if the shoe were on the other foot. Probably been and ran 50 videos on me. But what he eat don't make me shit. What the next man do doesn't mean that I have to do it. And I don't even know that to be a fact. He was been to said something, but I don't even know. Just running it and exploiting the situation all for money and for views. I don't know that he would do that. I don't know. But that's neither here nor there. I can only speak for myself as a man, as a content creator. And what I do live by a certain code, whether you want to call it a street code or a personal one, that I refuse to flout for any amount of money or views. No. You can't give me $1 billion to do it. You cannot give me $1 billion cash. I'll burn that shit up. Freak that money. I don't care. F that money. That's paper. I'm not turning in my character and my soul for that. I can get that myself. I don't need anyone to give it to me. I go get it myself. They make money. They print the money. I can't find a way to go to get some. Bull, I go get it myself. I don't need your help. I'm not throwing anyone under the bus for some money. I'm not turning my back on anyone for some money. That's out. These individuals don't know, they don't owe Aunt Jefe any loyalty. I mean, these individuals do not, and that's how they feel. I don't know this dude. He ain't from my hood. I don't owe him no loyalty. He would be reporting the same thing if it was me. He's a content creator. He was doing all kind of content over there. Nah, man, I can speak on this. That's how some people feel, And again, it's understandable. I'm just saying, be careful with how you're doing it, because some of this, it could be held and used against him. And you're going to have all sort of people upset with you. Not only him, his homies, his family, whatever. The public, and some are going to support you. Everyone do what you do. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just speaking for myself and what I'm going to do and what I'm not going to do. I'm not running it. I'm going to challenge myself to come up with something else, and whatever the views do is what it do, because if it's not this topic, it might not be that great right now until this stuff die down. That's okay. I can live with it. I don't care if I'm going to get 1 million views from doing it. I'm cool. I'm good. These dudes going back to back, video after video after video after video. I do video after video after video after video, but not on him or not on any one person. I just do content. But I mean, they're beating this thing. They're beating this thing down. It's juicy. It's viral. It's trending. It's breaking. Their viewership is skyrocketing. Their subscribers are skyrocketing. Why would they stop? They're beating it down. They're going video after video. They're going to get all it. I'm sure, understand as well that it will be over soon. That this whole topic is still, even a year from now, people will still be talking about it. Like people still doing videos on Big U or whatever in the Rico, even though it's been over a year since he's been arrested. But at first, it was 15 videos a day when he got arrested. Now you find one here and there when there's an update. It's just the way it is. So they also know it's going to be over with soon. Before it is, I'm about to get I'm about to, and I don't want it to be over. So they're going to continue to push it out even past Saturday. It just the views may start going down for them with the same topic after so long because people didn't had enough. They got it. Okay, we got it. He's locked up. Well, y'all don't have any more facts. You told us this 20 videos ago that he was arrested for this. Now you back to talking about that because there's nothing else to talk about with the case until he goes to court and goes to trial or bails out or whatever else. Once you say so much, it was this, he's locked up for this, he's locked up for that. You just regurgitating the same thing after so long that he's locked up for this. We got it. We know. You told us that a long time ago. It was breaking. We know this. What else do you have that are you bringing to the public of interest, of importance, of consequence? There's going to be nothing until the situation gets going. So they're going to get all they can right now before the stuff starts to dip and then eventually die out. And that's why you're seeing so much content on it. It's not worth it to me. I don't want to see any black man losing his life out here on the street for gang stuff, gang politics. I don't know what happened with this situation, just speaking in general like I always do here on my channel. So I don't support that. I don't condone that. I don't condone any of this stuff. And we need to stop this nonsense. It's certainly not worth our lives. So, but at the same time, I don't know what happened here. So I'm not condemning or criticizing anyone until the facts come out about the situation, about the case. And until then, everyone should probably simmer down. But again, do what you have to do. I'm just out of it. Shout out to all of my supporters. I appreciate you all. Let me know what you think in the comments. Again, I'm not here to knock the podcasters. They're doing what they have to do. They're running their content like I run mine. Nobody gonna tell me how to run my content. I'm not trying to tell them how to run theirs. I'm just telling them just a word of advice. Just be careful. Just be cautious with how you're doing it. Not only with Aunt Jefe, with anyone in a similar situation. You want to be careful with how you report on an open M case. That's all. Whether you are in the street or not, other individuals are. You have to be careful. Stay safe and stay free, people.